Everybody, today I'm going to be reacting to another, what is the name again? Yeah, Great Project video. Let's
Making the same mistake. It's day 512 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from Bakhmut sector. Situation remains very tense, as Ukrainians are storming areas around Bakhmut very heavily. At the south of Bakhmut, the most intense battle is being fought around Klishivka. Ukrainian forces are assaulting non-stop to capture the last remaining heights around the village. Trenches change hands several times a day, as there is a lot of back and forth. Yesterday, Ukrainian forces, after striking Russian trenches with heavy artillery, started storming this last trench system. As pressure was too intense, Russian forces decided to retreat towards the village. But then, after regrouping, Russian paratroopers launched a counterattack with support of drones and artillery. As a result, they recaptured the trench system. Currently, it is said fights are taking place. After they were pushed back, Ukrainians tried to attack from the south of the village. But here also, after capturing a couple of trenches, were pushed back soon after. Russian sources say Ukraine is suffering heavy losses both in terms of equipment and manpower. Recently, the Russian artillery crew published drone footage of recent Ukrainian attacks. In that, you can clearly see the heavy cost of gaining a few inches of the territory. Sources also say Ukraine is deploying more and more reinforcements around this area, so intensity will not decrease. In my opinion, Russian forces are not launching massive counterattacks because, as Ukraine has concentrated significant resources in this area, the price of counterattack will be high, and there is a real chance of getting into a fire pocket. So they only launch localized counterattacks. At the northwestern areas of Bakhmut, Ukrainian forces are storming, but not as heavily as Klishivka. As per latest report, Ukrainian forces, after getting pushed back from the outskirts of Berkivka, are focusing their attacks on Yahidny. As per reports of Russian sources, they did find very little success. But the relatively big success came from around Orikovo-Vasilivka. According to the Russian source, after recent attacks, they were able to capture some trenches around the road. But Russians have launched a localized counterattack, so the exact front line change cannot be confirmed. Now moving to Orikhiv sector. After doing infantry assault for a week, Ukrainian armed forces once again decided to do mechanized assault. Russian sources reported that, as Ukrainians are very close to the village, they were tempted to use mechanized assault to gain a foothold in the village. So at night, Ukrainian forces, with help of Western equipment, launched a column attack towards the village. But as usual, they were hunted down by Russian artillery and ATGM crew. So the initial attack stalled, as they lost a couple of Western equipment. After evacuating their wounded, they regrouped and tried one more time. Around early morning, they launched mechanized assault, consisting of 4 Bradleys and a couple of tanks. But Russians were ready, as they were expecting them. So as a result, they were able to destroy more Western equipment with help of FPV drones and ATGMs. Russian sources say foreign mercenaries are involved in these attacks. Currently, fights are taking place between infantry. Russians are using tanks to repel them. Yesterday night, Russian armed forces once again launched a series of attacks with long-range ammunition. Sources say various targets, including administrative and military, were hit. On the other hand, Ukraine also launched a drone attack on Crimea. Sources say various military facilities were hit. Recently, the Russian Ministry of Defense published a statement, which says, as the grain deal has ended, from July 20th, all the vessels sailing in the water of the Black Sea to Ukrainian ports will be treated as potential military targets. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts.
I hope you enjoyed it. This was an Africa reacting to another Great Project video. Thank you. Have a blessed day. I usually do Great Project video because the video are shorter when it comes to TPA and Web Union and free Russia channel, they usually are very, very, very long. That's why I prefer great project. Have a blessed day and hope to see you on my channel next time. Thank you.